I'm Msgr Bill Parent, and welcome to the Back Pew of St. Elizabeth Church. Actually, I'm standing beside the back pew for this special message to our First Communion families. I'll explain why in just a moment. This update is being recorded Saturday, May 9th, the day we were supposed to celebrate First Communions for our parish children here in church. First, let me say to you boys and girls who have been preparing for so long to receive your first Holy Communion today, I am so very sorry that it's not going to happen today. Please don't think that anyone has forgotten about you. Your First Communion is very important to our entire parish family. And we're going to, I promise you, that once we're allowed to have public masses again, we're going to figure out a way that you can receive your First Communion as soon as possible. I bet some of you have already figured out why I'm standing right here in front of the window behind me. Remember the teaching mass that we had a couple of months ago in early March, just before we stopped having public masses at all? If you remember, I pointed out at that teaching mass, I pointed this window out because of all the images in our windows in church. This is the image of communion, of the Eucharist, with the golden chalice and the host over it. I promise that we will talk more about this window on the day of your First Communion. Now I'd like to say a few things to you First Communion parents. First, thank you for continuing to prepare your children for their big day, especially through the at-home retreats that we've been sending to you. You are always the first and most important teachers of your children in the ways of our Christian faith, and that's even truer in the midst of a pandemic. I really have no inside information as to when we might expect public masses to resume in the Archdiocese of Washington, or exactly what restrictions we might expect to be in place when we do resume. We certainly expect face masks and social distancing and no communal chalice, but beyond that, I'm waiting to find out what's going to happen as much as you are. We probably should all be ready for at least a couple of likely possibilities. First, that we may have to have more than 2 celebrations of First Communion, as we've had in the past. And second, that you may be limited to just your immediate family as far as the seating. We'll let you know as soon as we hear anything. In the meantime, know that I pray for you every day, and I also pray for that day when we can worship together again. Please, God, let it be soon. May God bless you and keep you safe.